My presentation is quite practical, representing an initiative, a local initiative undertaken in the last 3 years in the municipality of Ferrara. What's up? Okay. Okay. So, starting from the issue, the issue that was presented to us is synthesizing with this sentence, how to make data coming from citizen science initiatives compliant to the so-called FAIR principles, and we will see what FAIR means. We based our approach together with the municipality of Ferrara and other partners following more or less these 5 pillars. In particular, the idea was to leverage on local knowledge for collecting data that otherwise was not and would not be available about Urbanite Island, about flooded area, so area impacted by floods due to heavy rains, and also data regarding the loss of biodiversity. Ferrara, for those of you that don't know where it is and what it is a medium-sized municipality located in the middle of Po Valley. It is medium-sized in terms of population, but quite huge in terms of area, in terms of square kilometers. Very, very green and very spread, because there is a compact urban area over here with almost 8,000 people living in here, but the remaining 50,000 inhabitants are spread all over the 400 square kilometers. And the initiative that was called Citizen Science Ferrara, so not a title that was not very, very original, was implemented within a European project, an Horizon Europe project, thanks to the direct and active involvement of hundreds of people. And here we have the list of only of adults, but apart from them, there were almost other 100 students involved in these initiatives for collecting and also analyzing data collected on site, students coming from local high schools. So, as said, the initiative was one of the actions of the usage project that was also presented yesterday afternoon. And this project was having this goal, so making as much as possible environmental and climate data fair, so findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. Ferrara was, I'm using the past because the project just ended in August this year, and involved not only Ferrara but other 3 pilot cities, Graz in Austria, Leuven in Belgium, and Zaragoza in Spain. And the overall goal in the 4 pilot cities was to have also citizen science derived data falling in this approach called data space, so fully made available within the concept of local data space. Local data space are defined in a more, let's say, official way by the Data Space Support Center. In this way, a distributed system for sharing data among different actors. This is the translation in Italian made by the municipality of Ferrara that formalized the agreement with some actors, some players, private companies, but also other public organizations for sharing in an automatic and long-term way data somehow related to climate, environment, and the territory through automatic mechanisms. But it is important here to highlight that this agreement specifically and explicitly mentioned civil society as a part of the upcoming management board of the local data space. At the end, all the data, also including the citizen science ones, have been made already available in the official institutional open data portal managed by the municipality of Ferrara. But let's jump into details. So the initiative focused on three specific topics: urbanity island, floods from heavy rains, and biodiversity. For each topic, we proposed and we used, together with the citizens involved, different low-cost tools or free open source solutions. For instance, I forgot to mention that to train, to create the right context before collecting data and analyzing data, we involved some teachers, some tutors in different on-site in-presence meetings. And here we have the three tools applied to the three domains, starting from this one, that is a mobile device purchased by the local associations and by the local high schools. So at the moment we have almost 20 devices like this, not used in this moment, but used up to the last summer. These were used to collect along the trip detailed data about air temperature or relative humidity, with GPS points every X seconds. The second theme was the flood from heavy rain. This picture is taken from media. It is an ancient square in the middle of the historical center. In 2022, we had a very, very thunderstorm with half of the city center completely flooded. And in this case, to somehow reconstruct the knowledge of coming from people about the flooded areas, we proposed two different tools. So one is the open source solution for mobile called QField, that is interconnected with QGIS. But for elderly people that were not and are not so familiar with maps and stuff like that, we proposed a very, very simple Google form where to provide information about flooded areas in terms of from this address to this address, so a starting point, end point, without any mapping interface. The third tool that was used is for the biodiversity theme. In this case, we leveraged on the fact that the Museum of Natural History of the Municipality of Ferrara had already a long tradition in using iNaturalist platform that is also having a mobile application for collecting the detailed information about species of vegetation and animals. And at the end, all these information about flooded areas, about pollinators, about other species, about temperature, but also relative humidity, detailed data have been provided in the municipal open data portal, so are already included in the list of open data, tagged and marked not as institutional ones, because they are not managed directly by the municipality of Ferrara, but they are hosted by the municipality of Ferrara within their own data portal. That means that they are findable and then also accessible and interoperable and reusable, also thanks to the fact that the open data portal of the municipality is harvested, then federated with the regional, national, and European open data portal. So the same information is already made available also within the European catalog managed by the European Union. That means that all these data are accessible not only for being visualized, like in this way through a WMS endpoint, so through a layer that is published by the municipality of Ferrara through a WMS service. WMS stands for Web Map Service, is an ISO standard widely used and adopted and also required by law by the Inspire Directive. So this means that they are not only accessible for being viewed, but also for being downloaded and reused by different types of GIS or WebGIS platforms like this one. And that's it. Thanks.